6 American soldiers are already dead. Missiles are flying in the Middle East, and Americans are asking one big question. Did Donald Trump just start a war that the country does not want? Here's what you need to know. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about very serious world news that could affect many countries. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, has ordered military strikes against Iran. This operation is called Operation Epic Fury. President Trump says the United States, together with Israel, launched air and missile strikes to destroy Iran's nuclear and missile programs. He says Iran is trying to build dangerous weapons that could threaten America, Israel, and other countries. But Iran says the attacks were completely unprovoked. They say they did nothing to justify being attacked. After the strikes, Iran responded. They launched missiles and drones targeting Israel and also US military bases in the Middle East. This means the situation is now very tense. It is no longer just political talk, it is active military conflict. And sadly, US soldiers have already died in the fighting. At first, officials said 3 service members were killed. Later, that number was updated to 6. Every time soldiers die, public opinion becomes more emotional and more serious. Now, here is where things get interesting. And now the very sad part is the American people are divided. Polls show that support for this military action is very low compared to past wars. For example, when the US went to war in Afghanistan, after 9 out of 11, about 92% of Americans supported it at the beginning. When the Iraq war started, about 71% supported it. But this time, only 27% to 34% of Americans support the strikes against Iran. That is extremely low for the start of a war. About 59% of Americans say they oppose military action. Many Americans also believe President Trump should have asked Congress before starting military strikes. In the United States system, Congress is supposed to declare war. Some people feel that this rule was not fully respected. Another poll showed that 56% of Americans think Trump is too willing to use military force. Even some Republicans feel that way. So instead of Americans coming together during a crisis, the country appears to be more divided. Now let's look at politicians. First, Republicans. This is President Trump's political party. Many Republicans strongly support him. Senator Lindsey Graham praised the move. House Speaker Mike Johnson said Iran must face serious consequences. Senator Tom Cotton called it a mission for justice and safety. They believe stopping Iran now will prevent bigger danger later, but not all Republicans agree. Senator Rand Paul said the Constitution gives Congress, not the President, the power to declare war. Congressman Thomas Massey said this goes against Trump's America First promise. Former Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene said the government promised no more foreign wars. So, even in Trump's own party, there's serious disagreement. Usually, when a country goes to war, people support their leader more. This is called rally around the flag effect. But this time, this is not happening. President Trump's approval rating remains between 39 and 44%. His disapproval is much higher. Polls show his support mainly comes from Republicans, while Democrats mostly disapprove. But then President Trump says he does not care about the polls. He told reporters that he believes Americans quietly support him. He says national security is more important than popularity. This conflict started just before important primary elections in the United States. Some experts believe this could change political campaigns. Trump and many Republicans previously promised to end forever wars and focus on problems inside America. Now critics say this new conflict may head that message. Some Republican candidates may now have to explain whether they support the strikes or not. This is not just about America and Iran. If this conflict grows, it could affect oil prices around the world, the global economy, stability in the Middle East, relations between powerful nations. Other countries are watching closely. If more countries join the conflict, it could become much bigger. Right now, the world is waiting to see what happens next. These are a few possibilities. The conflict could stay limited and end quickly. It could turn into a long war. Diplomacy could restart and calm things down. No one knows yet. But one thing is clear, this is one of the biggest global stories right now. America is deeply divided. Some believe the strikes were necessary to stop a dangerous threat. Others believe it was rushed and could lead to a bigger war. The world is watching, and the next few days could be very important. What do you think? Was this the right decision, or should Congress have approved it first? Tell me in the comment section below. If you want world news explained in simple English so everyone can understand, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. See you in the next update.